So I just came back from watching the new movie, Snow White, and to tell you the truth, I loved it. You know, I am one of the few people who liked it. I think there will be a lot of hate. There is a lot of hate train about the new Snow White movie by Disney. No, I'm not paid by Disney. I don't. I'm not. Other than no, I just really like Disney, I guess, and I don't hate the remakes. I actually liked most of the remakes, and I think maybe it's the older I get, the more I enjoy the little details about hundreds of people working on a piece of something, and I do appreciate creativity, I guess, more than the average people, and I don't follow the hate trains so much. There is a lot of hates in the internet nowadays, and people are afraid, I guess, to say something that's undermined. It's all about likes and likability, because the more you're liked, the more you better in the algorithm and higher your videos, and everyone wants the followers. So no one will say something that is against the people, because maybe some people only because of this title will just downvote me in the video description. But I loved it. I loved the video. I just came back from it, so it's pretty fresh in my mind. I did forget a few things. Look, it's not a perfect movie. It's not like a 10 out of 10 movie. Could they do it better? Of course they could do it better. And they could do it like more what I think of it is better. I will tell you what I loved about it, what I didn't like. But in general, I liked the movie, and I also, I went with Angelica, and Angelica, I asked her, how was the movie? She said, I didn't hate it. And everyone expected to hate this movie. So, look, did it bother me that she's not white? Well, the thing is, I think she's white. I mean, I don't know. What do you mean she's not white? She's not white as snow. She's not like, Scandinavian white, maybe, you know. But, am I white? I mean, is Angelica white? I mean, what do you consider white? There is also a lot of, there is obviously Scandinavian and obviously like people from Kenya, which are clearly black and they are clearly white. But then there is like a lot of people in the middle, which are like, where do you put the line of who is white and who isn't, and I don't know if they did it in CGI or something. Maybe like they whitened her skin more, especially after, in post productions, after all the hate online. But I think she's white. I mean, I think she's white also when I look at her without all the CGI stuff. I didn't mind it. Everyone's like, oh, it's not original to the source story. And, Disney took the Snow White story from Grimm's original German Snow White. So the original story is written by Brothers Grimm, I think, right? I don't remember. I think it's Brothers Grimm, and it's a book in the 19th century. It's a German book, and when Disney did the 1937 or 1930 something movie, uh, which is 100 years after the story was written, they changed a lot of stuff. Obviously, the book doesn't have songs. Obviously, the book has a lot of stuff that doesn't happen in the movie. So Disney already changed the thing from the book. So I see the 1930. I don't know if it's 1937, but it's 19 something. And I see that movie as an interpretation of the story, of the original story. And this new movie is also an interpretation of the original story. Everyone says, no, it's not like the original movie. The original movie is not the original movie. The original movie is just the interpretation of a story. And this is just another interpretation of the story. It doesn't try to be like the old movie. Well, it does, I think. But I don't mind that it's not like the original movie. Uh, it's just two different interpretations of the same story. That's how I see it, at least. And I didn't mind that she's not white so much. Could they found a better actress than Rachel? Well, obviously, like, outside the cameras, Rachel is problematic, right? Rachel is really problematic when it comes to she talked bad about the Disney and about the original movie and about her co-star Gal Gadot, which is, which is bad. You shouldn't do that. You should stay professionally. Even athletes They shake hands after the game, that they compete with each other, like in soccer games or basketball games or football. In the end, they swap shirts, right? So, it's supposed to be sportive. It's supposed to be like, and they're co-acting together. And this movie is supposed to be acting. Rachel is not really Snow White. Gal Gadot is not really the evil queen. In the end, they're supposed to be good friends, and not good friends, but professionally. And she talked really bad about her, and she talked really bad about the movie. So they could have found a better person overall, and maybe not let their actors. Disney shouldn't let their actors talk bad about Disney and their, you know, characters and actors without reprimanded, without being punished for it. But so yeah, but I don't know if they could have found a better actress for her. She's not like an amazing actress. She's pretty flat in the movie, but the Snow White is a children's story. It's a children's story about her, and she's running through the forest. I mean, the story is just it's small. It's not like a deep Harry Potter style movie that has layers and every character has history with another character and another character has history with other characters and all of it leads to this fantastic universe. No, it's a kid's story. So the character is very flat. I mean, what can you do with Snow White? You can do maybe more, but not a lot more. I don't think she was so bad actress. Could they found a better actress than Gal Gadot to play the evil queen? Probably. But again, the evil queen is true to the story, the source material of the book. In the book, she's just evil. She doesn't have a reason to be evil. She has a reason because she's envy of the Gal's, of Snow White's looks. It's a kid's story again. So, she is playing a flat character and she's acting flat, but that's Gal Gadot. She's not like this amazing actress. But she's not a bad actress. It's not a bad movie. So yeah, it's okay. It's okay. It's not amazing. They could have made it like, better writing, better scripts, for sure. I will talk about it later. And the CGI dwarfs, yes. I don't understand why those dwarfs need to be CGI. I mean, the animals are CGI, obviously, because you can't have, animals do whatever you want in real life to that extent. So you have to have CGI, CGI animals. I understand the creative behind why doing the CGI dwarfs, which is, I think they wanted to make them as close as possible to what they have in the Disney parks and to what they have in the, in the books of Snow White and everything. And if they would like hire, short people like Peter Dinklage and stuff, so they would just look like normal people but shorter, which is what I guess the story has them originally as. But as Disney interpreted them across their parks and across the paintings and everything, is they're really, really short. It's not this. You cannot find actors like that, and they're very they're taking from the animation, so they're very weird. So they wanted to keep them true to that source, I guess. So I understand the thought about why making them CGI, because they wanted them closer to that, what people envision. And honestly, I didn't hate it like everyone is, oh my God, CGI dwarf, no, that's ruined the movie, I'm going to die. No, I don't care. I would prefer shorter people, yeah, but it's okay. It's okay. I mean, maybe I'm old. I think I'm old because I don't mind those stuff. I still think the movies I appreciate all the hundreds of people that work on this creation, and people nowadays don't care about creation. They care about what people are putting effort on. They just care about likes and hype and this and this and that, how to get more likes, how to get more ranking, how to get so yeah. I did, but I would prefer probably shorter people for me, but it's not the bad. So all of this small stuff add up to one thing that is that doesn't make the movie 10 out of 10, but it's not a 1 out of 10 movie. I mean, come on, it's fun. The songs were not great. I don't know. No, they were not like, oh, they said that they were not as epic as the real one. When the real one, the songs were not epic. They were me. But the thing is that in 1935, 7, I don't know the year that the original movie came out. Maybe it's like 52 and I'm nonsense. Just saying 37 because I don't know why it's in my head. But when the original movie came out, there was no other songs coming out in that year. There was just that. There was just a Disney movie with these four songs. So everyone knew them, everyone knew them. And then, that movie was playing in generations because there was not like a million movies going out each year like nowadays. It's not like Pixar, Disney, everyone is doing a million movies. There was AI doing a gazillion movies on it. No. It's just this movie, one movie. So, when there is one movie in like a decade with three songs, you kind of remember the songs. Nowadays, there is like millions of songs, and unless you're Adele or something, no one cares about what the song that you did. So people nowadays don't really respect creativity. Pictures. What is pictures? Pictures are saved in a cloud somewhere for you to throw away, not look at them anymore. The people used to print them and put them in books and talk about them to your kids. Pictures had meaning. And nowadays, pictures, what have the meaning? 2 likes in Facebook and going to the garbage. There's no meaning for anything. This is all digital crap nowadays, Sorry about the word. It's digital nonsense. So yeah, I liked. The songs were okay. They were not bad. They're not epic, They're not like Encanto level songs, but they're not bad. Nothing in this movie is bad. Really, nothing was bad. Gal is obviously gorgeous. And she's supposed to be a gorgeous woman that's envy of Snow White. It's her role, and she played it. Everything was fine. It was just fine. Nothing was like, oh my God, over the top. But it was fine. It was a 7 out of 10. I liked it. I loved it. I loved it a lot more than I thought I would. And I do love the remakes. I loved Mulan, and I loved all the other movies that other people also didn't like. I also love The Little Mermaid, though, right? So I'm a fan. And you know what? I want to share you something. When I was in the cinema, I saw a little girl. She was little. She must have been 5. I don't know her age. I think 5. And she had this Snow White costume. She had like this cute dress and yellow and she was like, she was so excited with the mom holding the hand, and they went to this, and the light in her eyes, and that girl doesn't deserve the hate that goes on the internet. That girl is not going to hate the movie; she's going to love it. And for that girl, the story is going to continue. And that girl would never, I promise you, would never see the 1937 movie. You say, oh, the movie wouldn't need a remake. We don't need it in this world. We don't need remakes for classics because it's good. We don't need to touch good stuff. But that girl, she would never see the 1937 something movie. She would never have seen it. She would never have known about Snow White. Her mother would tell her, so what? Her mother tells her a lot of nonsense. She would not remember. That girl now is going to know Snow White story, and maybe because of that movie, when this girl is going to get older, maybe 18, 20, I don't know, 15, I don't know, she will see then the original movie that she would never else saw it. And she remembered that day that she went with the full costume to the cinema and her mom held her hand. So that girl doesn't deserve all the hate online, And for her, that was a 10 out of 10 movie. I'm sure. Now, how do I think this movie would be better? Or how would I think I would change the movie if I was the director of the movie? Well, you know what I think? This is now crazy ideas that I have that maybe you don't like or maybe like you don't agree with. But this is how I would change the stuff. I would probably hire, I would probably, instead of Gal Gadot being the evil queen, I would get like maybe some like a very comical, very like someone that you're is so bad that you love him, like someone like Jeff Goldblum. I think he plays the Wizard of Oz, the guy, right? So he's like he's evil, but he's funny evil. He's likable evil. Like Loki, Loki is like evil, but everyone loves Loki more than Thor, right? Because he's like so likable. That comic, how they wrote him with comical sentences, and he's very like charismatic. So maybe someone very charismatic that has a lot of comical and a lot of funny things that they say, to the point of you rooting for the bad guy. That's how you would do the evil queen. Maybe maybe even a guy plays her. I don't know. Like maybe like a drag queen, like a famous drag queen, is playing her. I already have a few guys in mind that could do that, and like someone that's famous, but they're crazy enough to go for it, like all way in. They're a girl, and they would be a girl, and they like you would love them so much if it's like someone famous that's willing to take Robert Downey Jr. He would be willing to do something like that, okay? And you would put makeup on him or something, and you add a lot of comical sentences about him. Who wouldn't love it? Everyone would root for the guy. And then maybe like with Snow White, you know how in Wicked, she's like, I'm melting, and then in the Dorothy, and she goes away, and then it's like in the original movie she said, and then Piero comes and opened the trapdoor in the floor, and Alphaba is going out and said, oh, did it work? And says, yes. I don't believe she fell for it. Something like that with the poison apple, maybe. Like if they want to do the Snow White without the prince saving her and she's the strong woman, make it funny, like how the maybe she was just in a coma, like sleepy because of the apple, because something was messed up in the formula that the wicked witch tried to kill her but didn't, just put her to sleep, but she's starting to wake up anyway, and they put her maybe she just fainted on a rock in the forest, but she was starting to wake up, and then the prince comes and kisses her, and she's waking up, and it's like, oh, it's me, I woke up. And she said, no, you didn't, you idiot, I just woke up. Said, no, it's me. Like the prince would be like this idiot who thinks everything is because of him, and actually nothing is because of him. Everything is she was just fine. So something like that, like they would make it in a realistic way of why things would happen. And I would probably not do CGI dwarfs, but you know what? Maybe I wouldn't even do them dwarfs. I mean, do they have to be dwarfs? Yeah, they have to be dwarfs. But maybe some of them are not dwarfs. Maybe all of them are dwarfs. But then it's like, don't you need to be shorter? It's like, yeah, that's just how the paintings always makes us shorter than we are. Like, add more comedy. I was missing more comedy in this movie. Disney used to make movies like the cartoons have a lot of comedy in them. That's the stuff I would change probably. Probably get it better. I don't know. I would not get Rachel just because of the way that she ill spoke of others. But you know what? That's like retrospects. Disney didn't know that she would do all of that when they hired her. So I may have still hired Rachel, not knowing that she will do everything that Rachel did after the shooting, right? So that I would fall for that probably. I don't think I don't mind that Rachel. I know I wouldn't like. Oh, we need someone that's skin as white as no. No, I don't think I'm putting a guy as a drag queen. I don't really care about realistically. Um, I would probably get with Rachel again, but that's just because I don't know. If I would know what Rachel is doing, that she's a bad, person, I would probably not get her. Also, who would I get to play Snow White? Well, whoever come to the audition, I don't know who. I don't know. Probably do a bunch of people and get the one who think best. But the thing is, I would love it. You know what? I would try to get a director that did the songs to Encanto. The music producer there, I don't know his name, but I would probably get him to do the 3 or 4 songs that they did for Encanto. I would probably get him to do 3 or 4 new songs for the movie. That is how I would do the remake, and that would probably change it up. And I would talk to the community throughout the shooting, You know, like, oh, what do you think? What do you think? What do you think? Maybe they also talked, like, they also had like test groups that they talked about different stuff, and test groups throughout productions gave them the idea that they used. I don't know. In short, I didn't hate the movie. The movie is not a 10 out of 10. It's not a 1 out of 10. It's definitely towards the higher, like mid to 10s. You know, there is 7. There is 7. Um, I think the Minecraft movie would be much better just because it's Jack Black. Come on, it's Jack Black. You can't go wrong with that. And it's Jason Momoa with Jack Black. It's a Jason Momoa with Jack Black movie. That's all you need to know. That's how it's going to be. There's no surprises there, you know. And yeah, so I just wanted to share my opinion. I know a lot of people are not going to agree with me. I know this video is going to get a lot of dislikes, but it's fine. That's my opinion. You have your opinion. And you know what? In anything in life, not in this movie, in a lot of other things in life, don't don't do the stuff for the likes. Don't do the stuff for the popularity contest. You know, life is not a popularity contest. Life is about you having fun in life and you enjoying life, and not you following others, because I promise you, if you follow others, you will not enjoy. So just, you know, give it a chance. Give it a chance. And if you didn't like it, you didn't like it. But you didn't like it because you didn't like it, not because other people told you you wouldn't like it. And no, I'm not paid by Disney. I wish I would. Disney, if you want to pay me, pay me. Um, I have a lot of suggestions what you could have done differently with all this hate. I mean, yeah, I have a lot of suggestions what Disney could, how could Disney could have handled that, and I think they handled it wrong. You know, as a product manager, I would handle it differently if I was Disney. But sure, I'm not. Maybe I'm not smart enough. Anyway, guys, sorry, I don't know who will ever watch this video, but if you watched it, I hope you liked it. And if you want me to do more reviews about movies, tell me. For the whole 2 or 3 people that will watch this. My name is Albert, and thank you. Thank you for watching. Have fun. Go and do whatever feels good. Watch the movie. If you don't like it, you don't like it, not other trolls. There will always be trolls in the world. Your mission is not follow the trolls. Your mission is to have fun despite them. Okay. Love you. Bye bye.